Desert Hills Thunder and your Cedar High Reds.
All right, we welcome you to this broadcast between Cedar High and Desert Hills here in Cedar City. Should be a fun one today. With me, I got Payson and Maddie over here on the producing side of things, and so it's going to be a fun one. Both of these teams can score runs and they can play ball. So, what do you think we're going to see today, Payson?
Yeah, I do think we're going to see a game with a lot of run scoring today. So, you know, we've had two teams who have shown a propensity for scoring in the double digits. The Desert Hills Thunder had 5 straight games earlier this season where they scored in the double digits, then one game of 8 runs, then a 21-1 win against Union High School. They're coming off an 11-1 win and 11-7 loss to Hurricane. Meanwhile, Cedar has had 3 losses in a row where they scored just 3 runs, but they have shown an ability to bounce back from big losses. After losing 18-0 earlier this season, they scored 13 runs in 3 straight games. And with the wind today, I think that we will see a lot of really far pulled fly balls.
Yeah, definitely a lot of wind coming in right to left. Could be trouble for the left fielder. Pretty much everyone on the left side here. If you get a pop-up in the infield, it could be swirling and hard to track. And so we got the lineups here for leading off for Desert Hills is going to be the second baseman, Fillmore. He will be followed by the catcher, Swanson. Then we got the designated hitter, Harmon Skeen. Pitching for the Thunder will be Wall. Playing third is Williams. Playing left field will be Dove. Playing first base, Mason Skeen. Over at short, we'll have Fuller. And playing right field is Smith. And they will be facing Gavin Mackert, who's had a pretty good year so far.
Yeah, Mackert, only 4 appearances on the year. Has had a bit better of a performance as a hitter, .290 average, leading the team with 16 RBI, 4 homers, and 18 hits, where he ranks second behind Peyton Ludlow. 4.96 ERA on the year, just 1 loss, no wins, has pitched 18 innings, leads the team, or second on the team, in strikeouts. A bit of a power pitcher who definitely knows his way around the strike zone, velocity over breaking pitches, but today when the wind could turn a four-seamer into a bit of a cutter, get a little bit more movement, ride on the pitches, you might be seeing a bit more of a finesse approach from him today. We wish him all the luck in his 5th appearance of this season.
All right, we'll pause for the national anthem.
Now we would invite all of you to please stand if you are able, remove your caps, and direct your attention to the flag in center field as we have the singing of our national anthem by Brooke Walser, a junior here at Cedar High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
Thank you, Brooke. That was beautiful. Let's play ball.
All right, so here we go. Today, umpiring for us, we have the home plate umpire, Tim Welsh. He's been doing this for about 23 years. I got to talk to him for a second. And over there at first base, we'll have Jason Estridge, and he's been doing it for about 7. So a lot of experience out there from the umping side of things, and so it should be a fun, even, fair game.
Very impressive that long of a tenure. One of the more interesting things you see, at least in MLB, in the difference between younger and newer umpires, I've noticed, is the older ones will often wear the mask in front of the face, but the newer ones have started wearing those new, like, full head helmets. And I find it interesting that that sort of speaks more to a philosophy just about, like, how umpiring has changed. And, you know, you want to have the experience, but, you know, there are always new things that you know, the techniques that umpires learn about the game that keep it interesting, that, you know, there's not one better way to do umpiring or worse way, but just the way they approach the game is always interesting. So it'll be cool to see how Tim Welsh performs behind the plate today, and, you know, how we'll get to see all of that experience add up as we watch through this game today.
Shout out to the umpires. You know, a lot of times nobody likes the umpires.
So it's a very tough job, underappreciated, and, you know, as angry as you can get at them getting some calls wrong, you know, the best umpires, even the worst umpires, will usually get 90% of the calls right. And, you know, if you got a random fan out of the stands and asked them to call balls and strikes, I bet they wouldn't even reach the 50% mark. So, you know, it's a hard job. You get balls thrown at you, like, all day. You have to not flinch and not be scared. And they do get hit a lot of the time. So, it's not an easy job or anything. It's very admirable.
Yeah, for sure. And we're almost ready for game time here. Should be about 3:02 start time here in Cedar City at this match between the Cedar Reds and the Desert Hills Thunder, and we're excited, so let's get this thing rolling. Now up we'll see Fillmore here. It's his first at bat, and Fillmore, he is hitting pretty well this year.
Second on the team in doubles. Big extra base hit threat.
Here comes the first pitch, and it's a strike just on the outside corner. So start things off with a strike, always good for the starting pitcher.
Sets the tone.
Here comes the 0-1. Ooh, throws it right up and over him. So we'll go even 1-1 here to start.
Can always already see the wind starting to affect the pitches there.
Yeah, if you can see, his jersey's blowing hard. It's flapping around.
Away.
And that one's fouled up and out. So we'll go 1-2. As Fillmore down early here to Mackert. We'll see what he goes with here. Mackert looks in, comes set, and delivers. Another curveball, just missed high, so we'll go even here 2-2. It'll definitely be interesting to see how the wind plays today, blowing from that right to left.
Yeah, Cedar hasn't hit that many home runs this year, just 5.
Ooh.
That one's way inside.
Oh, and it says it did hit him there, that inside fastball from Mackert. So Fillmore opens things up with a hit by pitch, and already Desert Hills has a base runner on first.
Yeah, that one was one that, I mean, it just got away from him a little. You could see Fillmore was already backed up off the plate with that ball that was thrown a bit behind his head. You have to imagine that on the first batter of the game, you're not trying to pitch that inside unless you're really trying to be aggressive.
As Swanson squares to bunt for a second, Tom comes charging in, but he pulls back. So looks like he might be trying to bunt his way on here and move Fillmore over there to second as Mackert looks in and delivers the 1-0, or the 0-1, sorry. That one misses high. So we'll go 1-1.
Seen a lot of pitches up and in, including that curveball that didn't quite break enough.
Not a very big lead for Fillmore over there at first, but he does have some stolen bases on the year. As Mackert delivers. That one just missed inside as well. And so you're right, Payson. Looks like he's just a little in right now.
That does seem to be the way that the wind is blowing, judging by the flag outside, but wind has been blowing all different which ways earlier, and it seems to have died down a little, but you have to wonder how it's going to affect things later.
And that one's fouled down the line and out of play. And so 2-2 now, as Fillmore worked Mackert to a 2-2 count. Swanson's done the same here, and we'll see if Mackert can execute a pitch here and get him out, or if Swanson can get a hit. As Mackert looks over, checks the runner on first. Comes set and throws. That one's grounded to second. He'll go to first. Didn't have the time to go to second. And so 1 out here for Cedar as Fillmore advances to second base.
Yeah, just a slow roller. I mean, it's a productive out, which is always good at the first part of the game, especially when you don't have any. You got it on without a hit. Runner in scoring position now for Harmon Skeen, the first of 2 Skeen brothers that we will see today.
Yeah, he's got some power. I think he has 12 home runs on this year as Mackert looks and delivers. That one's a fastball, just missed up. It was a good pitch. And we'll see. You got to be careful pitching to anybody who's hit 12 home runs this year, right, Payson?
Yeah, extreme outlier in power. I mean, you have to be definitely careful where you locate those. Anything a little lower, as that one's a ball, could be a victim of, getting a good handle on it, getting the barrel up and launching it right over the fence, and you don't want that early.
Yeah, you don't see that number in the home run column very often at the high school level as Mackert delivers the 2-0. That one's popped up, looks straight back, and it'll leave out of play. So we'll go 2-1 here with 1 out in the top of the first.
Harmon Skeen, just 3 doubles on the year, no triples, but 12 homers. Bit of an outlier, but given how many games they've played, it doesn't seem like he's going to have much regression to the mean. Just a lot of power and a lot of swing and miss, apparently.
As Mackert delivers the 2-1. That one's popped up. This will stay in the yard as Fackrell gets underneath it, and he'll secure it for out number 2. And so great pitch there by Mackerel to get Harmon to pop up. And now Cedar's got 2 outs, 1 away from getting out of this inning.
Yeah, great finesse there. I mean, you get a lot of pitches up high. You think he's going to get something that he can really just carry, get a lot of air under it, and he jumps at it a little too much, pops it too high, stays in the infield. Great way to get out of trouble with just 1 out remaining for the Reds.
As Mackert delivers the first pitch to Wall here. Oh, and he's actually balked, so that'll put Fillmore over there at third. And now Wall has an opportunity here with the runner on third to bring in a run for the Thunder.
So a runner 90 feet away. You could go home in the event of a bunt, which you might want to try early just to get your numbers on the board.
Now pitch misses outside to Wall. Wall will be the opposing pitcher today, so it could be an opportunity for him to help himself out right here.
Makes sense.
As Mackert delivers the 1-0. That one must have just missed up, just a little high there. So he's got 2-0 count here with 2 outs to Wall. And Fillmore still over there at third base. taking a pretty generous lead. Nobody holding him on over there at third. That pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. Looks like we might have got Johnson there on the wrist with that foul ball, so we'll make sure he's all right.
Yeah, you never like to see that. Hopefully it was just a nick, but he's rubbing his arm a bit. That also came right back at our window. I jumped a little bit, I have to admit.
Yeah.
There's a fence there. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, as head coach Brad Larson comes over to check on his catcher, Johnson. Just making sure he's all right. Does not feel good for sure. So right here, this situation, you got the infield's playing back. And 2-1 to Wall. Fillmore over there at third with 2 outs. As Mackert looks in and delivers the 2-1. That one misses up and out. So we'll go 3-1 here. Hitters count for Wall. Mackert's definitely got to be careful, but you want to throw him a strike. Try and get him out, obviously.
Absolutely. It's another one of the pitches that we've seen just high and in the right-handed batter's box.
And the 3-1, that one is called for a strike. And so we'll go full count here with 2 outs in the top of the first as Mackert looks to punch out Wall and get out of this inning. He comes set. And he delivers. This one's down the middle and swung on and fouled off. Nice job there to protect by Wall. And we'll reset and do it again.
Yeah, that one could have been even a foul tip if the catcher was expecting it, but just a little bit of the bat made contact. And now another pitch Mackert needs to make.
As he comes here with the 3-2. And that one misses high, so he'll put Wall over at first on a walk. And Fillmore remains at third, so we'll go first and third for the Thunder. Still here with 2 outs for the Reds.
Yeah, it was a good at-bat from both the hitter and the pitcher, but you could see there were some more of those control issues, throwing up and away rather than up and in this time. So it seems like the strategy wasn't necessarily to back the hitter off the plate, and that could have been influence from the wind like we were talking about before. It is blowing towards the right-handed batter's box.
Yeah, it's blistering in here. And now Mackert's got to worry about Wall over there at first as well as Fillmore still on third. And Wall's got a pretty generous lead over there at first. We'll see if he takes off. Not going, and this one's outside, but actually it's a strike, my bad. So looks like he just caught the outside corner there, and we'll start 0-1 to Williams. Now, what should we be looking for here, Payson?
Well, Asher Williams, I mean, he's far behind Harmon Skeen, but he does have the second most homers on the team with 5. No other player besides him and Skeen has more than 1. So you really got to pitch your way around this guy if you don't want to be down 3-0 early.
The 0-1 check swing and strike 2 to Williams. So great job here by Mackert to come out firing, and he's got him down 0-2 early. Yeah,
this is the finesse I was talking about. You got to give him something he thinks he can hit. You know this guy's going to try to swing for the fences, especially in this situation. And this has been a great job to get in an early pitcher's count by Mackert. See if he can get out of this inning.
Mackert shakes off Johnson twice, so we'll see if he found the pitch he was looking for. And he delivers. And that one's down the middle and swung on and grounded up the middle, and that's going to score the first run of the game. And here comes Fillmore will score. Wall advances to third. He takes an extra base, and so Williams has an RBI single to open up this game.
Yeah, it was just a great piece of hitting. I mean, there was no real defensive shift up the middle, so just went right past the second base bag, and now you've still got runners on the corners. An early 0-2 count, but, you know, that's a sign that you can never get too comfortable. You got to always keep the mindset that, you know, one pitch can blow this open for me, and I can't think that my intimidation has gotten into his head too much.
Absolutely. And here we go again, first and third, 2 outs. Mackert delivers. And that one swung on and grounded. That's getting through over to Carroll, the left fielder. And so a 2-out RBI single there for Dove as Williams, advances to second, and Wall comes in to score. And so now Desert Hills has 2 runs on 2 outs here, and they need to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, just unfortunate. I mean, the first 2 runners, a hit by pitch, advances on a ground out to second, then a balk moves him to third, a walk puts runners at the corners, 2 straight hits. A lot of different variety in the ways runners have got on, but all not great for Cedar.
Yeah, and really not very hard contact there, just ground balls that found holes. So Desert Hills was doing a good job protecting the plate and just putting it in play and making something happen.
Exactly. The only ball launched into the air was a pop out to the second baseman, so a lot of bad ground ball luck here already.
That one is lined, just leaking foul down the right field line by Mason Skeen now, as we saw his brother Harmon earlier. And it looks like Williams has a pretty generous lead over there at second. Not paying too much attention to him, but we'll see if he decides to take off here.
Yeah, Mason Skeen played in just 7 games this year, but has a .400 average. So done a lot in his small sample size.
As Mackert looks in and delivers the 0-1 here. That ball has popped up and out of play as well. And so, again, now we got him, Mackert has him down 0-2 here to Mason Skeen. And kind of similar situation as we were just in.
Exactly. I mean, last time, maybe a pitch too close to the middle of the plate, able to just knock it right up the middle past the pitcher. This time, second baseman playing much closer to the bag in case that happens again.
Yeah, making sure he doesn't go anywhere there as Mackert fires in the 0-2, and that one's just missed outside. So 1-2 the count now to Mason Skeen. We got Dove, the left fielder, over there at first. Williams, the third baseman, over at second. We'll get ready for the 1-2 now. Over to Mason Skeen. That one's swung on and hit into the left center gap. And looks like Williams will come around to score. Dove on his way to third base. And now Mason Skeen with an RBI single. And that's 3 straight hits for the Thunder.
Yeah, just some unfortunate stuff. A grounder up the middle and then 2 pulled singles to left center field. And they are already calling an infield meeting on the mound to talk things over with Mackert as the Thunder have tacked on 3 runs in this first inning.
Yeah, all with 2 outs. Something to note, Payson. They
Yeah.
just needed the one more.
Yeah, exactly. And, you have 2 outs, 2 runners on. You have 2 outs, 1 runner on. You balk one over to third. You have the walk. You get into a full count with that. Then an 0-2 count, single on the first pitch of the next at-bat. 0-2 count turns into a 1-2 count, another single. So many opportunities for Mackert to put this away, but just had a lot of bad luck on these weekly hit singles.
Yeah, really, it's just been 3 hits, and they're all singles. So he's generating a lot of weak contact, but like you said, these balls are just finding holes for the Thunder as we have another first and third this inning. Still with 2 outs, and the Thunder now lead 3-0 to the Reds as Mackert comes set and delivers the first pitch to Fuller. And that one's in there for a strike. He's doing a great job starting off early with those first pitch strikes.
Yeah, only 1 at-bat this inning that even got to 3 balls. That was the one that ended in a walk to the pitcher, Roa Wall. And then since then, he's only pitched 1 ball, 1 called ball. It's just been the trouble on the put-away pitch that's been here in the last couple of at-bats.
So here comes the 0-1. That one just misses a little low, looks like, outside. So we'll go 1-1 here. And Cedar just needing to find a way to get that last out here in the top of the first.
Yeah, stop the bleeding, because you say, okay, well, we let him tack on a few, but, we only have to average less than half a run the rest of the time and get this game back into position for us to win.
As the 1-1 just misses up. So 2-1 now to the shortstop Fuller, who's looking to add on to this Thunder lead here in the top of the first. As Mackert checks Mason Skeen over at first. And delivers. That pitch is fouled straight back. So we'll go 2-2 here.
It's a heater. He was clearly looking to put that one into the outfield gap there. Just got a bit under it.
Yeah, big swing there by Fuller.
See if Mackert can put him away this time. Second straight at bat with 2 strikes. Third in the last 4 with 2 strikes.
He comes set here and delivers, and that one just misses outside. And so we'll go full. Again, just 1 out away for the Reds of getting out of this inning. Full count, 2 outs here in the top of the first as the Thunder lead Cedar 3-0. And Mackert just trying to find a way to get that last out as he delivers the full count pitch. That one swung on and fouled back. And these Desert Hills Thunders just won't go away, Payson.
They are clearly jumping at his pitches. Like I was saying earlier, this is only the second at bat where they've looked at 3 balls. In the last 4 at bats, they've only looked at 4. They've clearly been trying to jump on strikes, especially when they're down. Have to get something by them.
Here comes the reset, and that one swung on and singled into right there for Fuller as the throw coming into third, and that one's missed. And here comes Mason Skeen coming home, and the throw to the plate, and he's safe. Close play at the plate, but Mason Skeen just under the tag. And so that's going to be an RBI single for Smith as
2 RBI single.
Well, I think it's an RBI single because Dove comes in on the RBI,
Right.
and then Skeen scores
You're right.
on the error over at third.
You're right.
And Fuller ends up all the way over at third with the error over there by Tom on the throw coming from Rowley. And honestly, a great throw by Rowley. He had him if the Tom over there can secure it and make the tag. And so tough break there for Cedar as Desert Hills now leads 5-0 here in the top of the first.
4 straight hits, 5 straight batters to reach as the infield calls another meeting. Mackert throwing some practice pitches.
Actually, I think they just replaced
Pitching
Mackert.
change, oh.
Yeah, they went to the bullpen here early. And looks like Carson Duncan will come in now and try and get that last out that Cedar desperately needs here in the top of the first.
Yeah, just an unfortunate start for Mackert. Started off really, really hot. Just 1 runner on second with 2 outs, and since then, a bit of a nightmare stretch. Just some really well-placed ground balls that had no chance of getting even gobbled up by a diving infielder. And now Duncan comes on as he serves as a bit of a de facto starter for this game, as they'll probably keep him in for at least a few more innings. Don't want to eat through the rest of your bullpen.
Yeah, exactly. And interesting is the Thunder they understood the assignment. Runs here in the top of the first. And we'll see here if Duncan can get this last out and get the Cedar bats going.
So Mackert ends just 2/3 of an inning, 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts.
As the 9th hitter now comes up for the Thunder, Smith. First pitch from Duncan in there for a strike.
Bit of a generous call there. At least from my vantage point, I can't really see
Duncan
it.
quickly works his next pitch in there, and that one's up and out for a ball. So we'll go 1-1 here to start.
Yeah, Duncan, a bit of a Nolan Ryan-esque where, he stays.
That ball is grounded over to Corey, who comes charging in, bobbles, makes the throw, and that one is not dug out by Mackert. And so another run will come in for the Thunder as Fuller comes in to score. And now it's 6-0. Desert Hills leading the Reds.
That was a bit of a close play. You wonder if that was because he didn't advance, so it's up to the score to determine if that was an error. But whether it was an error or an infield single, that's another run for the Thunder. 6-0 here in the first.
Just softly hit, and Corey was not able to make the charging play coming in. So now we got Smith over at first, and we'll flip the lineup back over. Fillmore again here, the leadoff batter. He was hit his first time up and came in to score. We'll see.
Infielders playing deep, outfielders playing deep too.
So that one's hit, flared over the shortstop, Corey, and into left center. Another single for the Thunder. That one there for Fillmore. And so now first and second, still 2 outs. And I believe, is that 6?
7.
7 in a row now, singles for the Thunder.
Yeah, 6 singles in a row plus the walk from Wall. And, you have to imagine that the Reds are just dying to get out of this.
As Duncan, pickoff attempt over a second. That one gets away from the second baseman, because Duncan came in to pitch. Who moved over to second there?
Second baseman, Grady Leader.
Thank you. So we got Leader over there at second now.
And luckily, the runner on second didn't advance. It just barely dribbled out into center field. That one down low.
As Duncan fires in the 1-0. That one on the inside corner there for a strike. 1-1. We got Smith over at second, Fillmore at first, Swanson hitting for the second time, the catcher. He grounded out his first time up.
And that was the last. There was 5 plate appearances before the previous one that ended in RBI.
That one is grounded down the left field line, and that's going to bring in another run for the Thunder. Smith comes in to score, Fillmore over to third, and Swanson has a 2-out double.
Would you believe it if that was the first extra base hit of this inning?
Seriously. The 6 singles in a row, and now finally a double there from Swanson. And all with 2 outs. Again, they just 1 out away, Cedar is, from getting out of here. But just this 2-out damage from the Thunder has really hurt them.
Exactly. Yeah, just a very demoralizing first. It is the first inning, so there's always the chance that you can go out there and do the same thing, but you never want to be down this early.
That one bounced in there for ball 1 to Harmonskeen, who popped out his first time up.
For the second out of the inning. Earlier in the inning.
That one misses low as well. So 2-0 now, quickly to Skeen.
Duncan had a great performance in his last game against Crimson Cliffs here, just trying to get out of this inning.
And that one is lined down the left field line, hooking foul. So we'll reset here, 2-1 now to Harmonskeen as Desert Hills leads Cedar 7-0 here early in the top of the first with 2 outs. Here comes the 2-1 now to Harmonskeen from Carson Duncan. That one is fouled up and out of play. So we'll go 2-2-2 here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs.
First 2-strike count since the 8-hole hitter Cohen Fuller.
As Cedar desperately needs this last out here. That one bounced in there for ball 3. So we'll go full.
First full count since Cone Fuller had a single stretched into a double from an E5. That was a 2 RBI hit.
Full count. That one misses low and out for ball 4. And so Harmon Skeen draws the walk to load the bases here.
Now batting for the Thunder, number 3, Roa Wall.
And the bases are loaded. First time that the bases have been loaded this inning. And the Thunder threatening yet again with Roa Wall up to bat. Walked his first time up.
Here comes 0-0. That one squirts away from Johnson, and here
away.
comes Fillmore, and he will score. So now 8-0 for Desert Hills as Fillmore comes in to score on a wild pitcher pass ball there. Yeah, they just desperately need this last out here, and it's
Nothing
just
going right.
no. 8-0 now as that one's in there and misses low and in for ball 2. So 2-0 now to Wall, the pitcher, who was walked his first time up. And that one swung and popped up, and that'll get out of play. And so 2-1 now to the pitcher Wall, who has not yet taken the mound in this game.
Yeah, you'd be.
So that one's popped up, and here comes Carroll, and it's over his head, and he dropped it. The wind is swirling out there in left field, and so Carroll couldn't corral that one, and Wall there over at second now with a 2-out, 2 RBI double pending on maybe an error over there by Carroll. So 10-0 here in the top of the first now after Carroll was not able to corral that one.
Now, was that a 2 RBI or a 3? The bases were loaded.
Well, and that one's hit in
My
between the
goodness.
short and third, and here comes, actually he's hung up, and he gets back over there at third as Wall took a big round around third and then just gets back in time. So first and third now for the Thunder as Williams finds some grass in between second and third. Or short, yeah.
This is honestly untenable. I mean, you never want to be too down on the performance because, again, this is just the first inning. A lot of game can happen, but this is
Just
a bit of a nightmare for the
not
Reds.
the inning they were looking for as Duncan bounces in the first pitch to Dove.
I've been having trouble keeping the count myself.
Who started up, he was the second single this first inning, his first at-bat.
Right.
And that one a little low. So 2-0 now to Dove, the left fielder for Desert Hills, as Desert Hills leads 10-0 here in the top of the first. It's still 2 outs for the Reds. And that one, 3 straight balls now to Doves. That one missed low. So just needs a strike here, Duncan. Just get things back right. And that one is over the plate, and that's strike 1.
There you
So
go.
now 3-1 to Dove.
At this point, you have to take the small victories, the small momentum swings, because that's all that you can do.
That one's fouled back to the screen. So we'll go full here. Again, here in the top of the first, as Desert Hills leads Cedar 10-0 with 2 outs in this top of the first. As Duncan sets and delivers, and that one is popped up out to the left fielder, Carroll, who's chasing it down. The wind's blowing it away from him. He dives and can't make the play, but it was foul. So we'll reset here with the full count. And like we mentioned earlier, the wind is playing a huge factor out there right now.
I mean, that was a very good effort play from Carroll, who made the possible error earlier on the missed catch.
And any other day, that's probably a routine fly ball right at him, and instead he's got to chase it all the way to the foul line, the wall out there.
Right.
Just not able to come up with it. As Duncan now throws the 3-2 again. And this one's popped up and out of play.
You can see they're pouncing at Duncan's pitches. It doesn't matter at this point how well you've done in the season. You're in your head now.
And that one's bounced in there. Ball 4 to Dove, who takes his base on balls.
And the bases are loaded again.
Juiced now for Mason Skeen, who singled in the first earlier this inning. And this is now
What, the
16th batter that Desert Hills has sent to the plate this inning.
Yeah, that's a strike.
As he quickly gets strike 1 to Mason Skeen.
How many is that in a row? 1, 2, 3. 11 straight batters to reach.
The 0-1 misses up and out. Pitching from the windup here, Duncan with the bases loaded. Cedar, they just got to find an out. There's nothing else really to say. Somehow somebody's got to step up and get this last out. And that one's lined into center. Coming in as the center fielder, Ludlow, and he makes a catch, and that'll do it. And so Desert Hills gets 10 runs off, I believe, 9 hits, 1 error, and they left 3 on base. We'll take a break and come back for the bottom of the first.
Hermes Drive-In is happy to sponsor youth activities in our area. They are located just north of the City Park on Main Street. Hermes features burgers, shakes, fries, and soft drinks, and a variety of other items, including scones. Hermes Drive-In, 294 North Main Street, Cedar City. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy. Brad's Food Hut is happy to present this broadcast. Brad's is a traditional fixture in Cedar City and features the Bronco Burger, fish and chips, grilled cheese, and grilled turkey sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, shakes, and of course, soft drinks. Brad's is located on North Main Street in Cedar City.
Pioneer Floor Coverings and Design Center has what you need for that flooring project you've got on your to-do list. Whether you need a little help or a lot, Pioneer Floor Coverings and Design offers flooring services from in-home measurement to design consultations and final installation. Located at 1166 South Sage Drive, they offer carpet, hardwood, and a variety of waterproof flooring. Plus custom area rugs, carpet restretch service, and flooring repairs. In the Providence Center and online at pioneerfloor.com. Pioneer Floor Covering and Design is a proud supporter of local athletics.
You're listening to Thunder 91.
Offensive onslaught early as they lead Cedar 10-0.
Yeah, there's not much more to say. It was a lot of lucky grounders and some help by just some defensive miscues from the Reds, but honestly, you have to put that behind you if you want to do the rest of the game, because you still have the rest of the game to play. You can't just, say we don't want to do it anymore. So, there's always a chance you can score that much throughout the rest of the game.
Absolutely, and all with 2 outs there in that top half of the first inning, those 10 runs coming in for Desert Hills. And so now we got Johnson here for Cedar facing Rowell Wall, and he's up 2-0 early, and that one is singled up the middle, and that'll be the first hit for Cedar coming from Johnson, as they now have a runner aboard, and you got to start somewhere, right, Payson?
I was going to say, do I smell a rally cooking? Here comes Carroll. He had the dropped catch, or the dropped attempted catch earlier, then made up for it with a hustled play to try and catch the ball in foul ground.
Yeah, looking to get a hit here for sure. As that first pitch in there outside. Ball 1 to Carroll.
So no scene strikes for the Reds here from Wall yet. It's early, but could be a sign here.
As the 1-0 comes in, that one misses up. So 2-0. And early in the count here, Wall has struggled to throw strikes. as he starts Johnson and now Carroll off 2-0. As he delivers. And that one swung on and fouled out of play. So 2-1 now to Carroll, who is batting .310 this year with 16 runs scored and 14 RBI. As Wall checks Johnson at first and delivers. That one called strike on the outside corner. 2-2 now.
Wall now tied for the lead for Desert Hills in pitching appearances with 7. Got a .350 ERA on the year. 26 Ks.
And the 2-2 misses low. So 3-2 now to Carroll. As Cedar looks to put some runs across in the bottom of the first. The 3-2 is swung on and popped up. That one will get out of play. Almost every pop-up on the left field side is just getting tossed out of there by the wind today.
Yeah, there was that one grounder earlier from Isaac Swanson that just dribbled right past the foul line, but other than that, a lot of foul balls.
And he rings him up on the outside corner. Home plate umpire Tim Welsh does. So Carroll goes down on strikes as Desert Hills has the first out of this inning.
I mean, I have a bit of an angled viewpoint, but that almost looked like it was in the other batter's box.
Looked like it might have been off the plate a little bit to you.
You know, the conga line keeps moving.
Yeah, as now
no
we have
ABS in high school yet.
not yet, for sure. As Duncan comes up to the plate for the Reds. First pitch is grounded to Fillmore, who flips over to second and on to first, and a double play to end the inning here. So Desert Hills quickly out of the inning as they erase the single from Johnson with one pitch. So for Cedar, no runs off one hit and no errors and a runner left on base. We'll be back for the top of the second.
Chrysalis is looking for people who want to make a difference by joining their team of direct support professionals. Team members provide supported living services and become mentors, coaches, and friends. They make lasting memories, participate in fun activities, and help individuals reach their goals and become more independent. Chrysalis offers competitive pay and flexible schedules. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Hermes Drive-In is happy to sponsor youth activities in our area. They are located just north of the City Park on Main Street. Hermes features burgers, shakes, fries, and soft drinks, and a variety of other items, including scones. Hermes Drive-In, 294 North Main Street, Cedar City. Brad's Food Hut is happy to present this broadcast. Brad's is a traditional fixture in Cedar City and features the Bronco Burger, fish and chips, grilled cheese, and grilled turkey sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, shakes, and of course, soft drinks. Brad's is located on North Main Street in Cedar City.
Pioneer Floor Coverings and Design Center has what you need for that flooring project you've got on your to-do list. Whether you need a little help or a lot, Pioneer Floor Coverings and Design offers flooring services from in-home measurement to design consultations and final installation. Located at 1166 South Sage Drive, they offer carpet, hardwood, and a variety of waterproof flooring. Plus custom area rugs, carpet restretch service, and flooring repairs. In the Providence Center and online at pioneerfloor.com. Pioneer Floor Covering and Design is a proud supporter of local athletics.
Hermes Drive-In is happy to sponsor youth activities in our area. They are located just north of the City Park on Main Street. Hermes features burgers, shakes, fries, and soft drinks, and a variety of other items, including scones. Hermes Drive-In, 294 North Main Street, Cedar City.
Top of the second between the Reds and the Thunder, as the Reds will now turn to Ty Rowley. And he quickly works 1-1 now to Fuller, who is hitting for the second time today. That one just misses out for ball 2, and Rowley's working real fast. He wants to get out of here and get his bats back up there. As the 2-1, it misses outside again. So 3-1 now to Fuller, the shortstop.
Quick walk.
Yeah, as Fuller takes a base on balls now.
That might have been the fastest 5-pitch at-bat I've ever seen in my entire life.
Pretty quick. Yeah, Rowley is working fast, as we'll see Smith now for the second time, who singled back in the first and came in to score. Rowley checks Fuller over there at first, now delivers. That one's bounced and gets away from Johnson, as Fuller will advance to second on the wild pitch. So Rowley coming into pitch puts Duncan back over at second and sends Leader out to right. The defensive changes for the Reds. Here comes the 1-0 now to Smith. And that ball is hit to the left fielder, Carroll, who settles under it to make the catch. And quickly one away now for the Reds.
Bit of a liner, handled it well, even with the wind blowing out there.
Yeah, well done by Carroll to secure the first out this inning. And the Reds, they need some quick outs now.
Yeah, got to keep the momentum, even if you don't feel like you have much.
As we'll see Fillmore here for the third time today. He was hit by a pitch and then singled, both in the first inning. Came around to score both times, as the 0-0 in there for strike one. Rowley now delivers the 0-1. Not just missed outside.
Similar pitch to last time, just didn't get as much of the outer black.
Here comes the 1-1. That ball's popped up. And here comes the third baseman, Tom, settles underneath it and puts him away for out number 2 this inning. So quick 2 outs here for Ty Rowley and the Reds.
That is a great start. There were just as many outs in the first inning as there were plate appearances here. Hit by pitch, then a ground out and a pop out. So you hope that this time the Groundhog Day is over.
Yeah, right. As Swanson comes up to the plate, and he quickly pops up the first pitch. The first baseman, Fackrell, settles underneath it. And that'll do it. And so a quick inning there for the Reds, as Desert Hills gets no runs off no hits, no errors, and there was one runner left on base. And we'll see you back here for the bottom of the second.
Positive.
Brad's Food Hut is happy to present this broadcast. Brad's is a traditional fixture in Cedar City and features the Bronco Burger, fish and chips, grilled cheese, and grilled turkey sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, shakes, and of course, soft drinks. Brad's is located on North Main Street in Cedar City.
Pioneer Floor Coverings and Design Center has what you need for that flooring project you've got on your to-do list. Whether you need a little help or a lot, Pioneer Floor Coverings and Design offers flooring services from in-home measurement to design consultations and final installation. Located at 1166 South Sage Drive, they offer carpet, hardwood, and a variety of waterproof flooring. Plus custom area rugs, carpet restretch service, and flooring repairs. In the Providence Center and online at pioneerfloor.com. Pioneer Floor Covering and Design is a proud supporter of local athletics.
Wilson Orthodontics has been serving Cedar City for more than 31 years. Child and adult orthodontics are available at 66 West Harding Avenue, Suite A, and they're also open on Saturdays. Wilson Orthodontics has offices in Parowan and Beaver. Cody Wilson, creating smiles you won't want to cover with a mask. 435-586-8980. That's 586-8980. Wilson Orthodontics. Family discounts are available.
Chrysalis is looking for people who want to make a difference by joining their team of direct support professionals. Team members provide supported living services and become mentors, coaches, and friends. They make lasting memories, participate in fun activities, and help individuals reach their goals and become more independent. Chrysalis offers competitive pay and flexible schedules. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Here in Cedar City between the Reds and the Thunder, as Carver Tom, the third baseman for Cedar, now at the plate, facing Roa Wall for the first time. And this lopsided game early as Desert Hills leads Cedar 10-0 here in the bottom of half of the second.
Yeah, well, Desert Hills is one of the top-ranked teams in the state, 12th in Utah, 17-6 record despite a bit of a cold stretch, but they started the season 13-1, including a 9-game winning streak. So that one drops in there for a strike.
Quickly down 1-2 is Tom now. And Cedar needs base runners, needs hits, and they need runs. That ball bounces in there for ball 2 to Tom. And you really just got to take it one step at a time from here on out if you're the Reds.
Exactly.
That pitch in there for ball 3 now to Tom. Missed inside, and would love to see Cedar get a runner on here to start the inning.
The only strikes Cedar has seen here from Wall have been in full counts.
And that one misses outside, so walk now for Tom, puts him over at first, and great for Cedar, his momentum to put Tom over there, see a base runner, and hopefully they can move him around.
You know what I always say, if they were to get 2 runs on, I'd say, they're just 2 grand slams away. Because in baseball, there's no timer. Nothing is impossible. I've seen an MLB team come back from, 13 runs down with less time.
So the first pitch fouled back by Ludlow. Yeah, definitely anything can happen.
You have to be positive. Ludlow third on the team in batting average, .311.
As that one misses up and out, the curveball did not come back into the zone. So 1-1 here to Tom in the bottom half of the second. Oh, Ludlow. Excuse me. Sorry. Thank you, Peyton. As that one's in there for strike 2.
We've seen a lot of pitches to the right-hand batter box side being called a strike.
That one is fouled up and out of play by Ludlow. Battling here with 2 strikes.
It's always good to have consistency from the umpire, but it's always hard when, it's not easy to complain about balls and strikes when you're down 10 runs, but at the same time, you need every bit of help you can get.
That one misses inside, so we'll go even here. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ludlow. Looking to make something happen here for the Reds. As Wall delivers, that pitch misses low. 3-2 now to Ludlow. Cedar's batters are doing a good job of making him work for it, working him in deep in the count.
The third at-bat out of the last 4 for Cedar where they've seen a full count. That one was a first pitch ground into a double play.
Ludlow pops up down the right field slide. Skeen is chasing it, and that just gets out of play. So we'll reset and do another full count here in just a second.
That one just over the fence. If there was an audience there or something, you may have been able to reach over, but I always get worried when I see those plays where they jump into the
because of stands.
I'm always thinking, did someone get hurt or lose their food? I always wonder if the player pays for the food that they ruined.
Those are the best kinds of plays.
It's very
you don't
fun
want
to
the
watch.
first baseman in your lap.
Exactly.
So here comes the full count, and that one is popped up and out again. So great battle here from Ludlow, staying alive. As you can feel this wind picking up. It's shaking the fence in front of us here.
Yeah, you can maybe even hear it on the mic there. We've seen reports of around 30-mile-an-hour winds down here in southwest Utah.
Wall sets and delivers. That one is swung on and driven out to center as Graff comes back in, and he missed it. He overran it. And so Graff started back on it, realized it was coming in due to the wind, put the brakes on, came in quick, but just couldn't come up with it. So now Cedar has runners on first and second here early, with Tom moving over to second and Ludlow over there at first.
Yeah, that one, I believe it was a bit of the wind, too, because you could see that he thought it was going to be farther back, and he didn't get as much of a jump, had to run on, barely missed it right in front of him. You wonder if that'll be an error or if it was a really lucky single.
As Corey squares the bunt and he drops one down, the pitcher comes up, fields it, spins, and throws it over to first. Nice play there by the pitcher, Wall, to get the first out there. But a good bunt by Corey moves Tom and Ludlow over to third and second, as it sets up Mackert with an opportunity here to bring in some runs for the Reds, put them on the board, and get them feeling a little better about today.
Yeah, well, you always love to see a sac bunt. That's one of the most forgotten plays in baseball, at least in the major leagues. And now you get Mackert, who had an unfortunate start to the game, getting a chance to be the hero.
As Wall delivers. First pitch, big swing by Mackert. Just missed it, so 0-1 now.
I believe that was the first swing and miss we've seen all game from either team.
Feels like it, doesn't it? As Cedar with a chance here now in the bottom of the second. So that one misses up and out. Wall lost the handle on that one. Again, big opportunity to get a little bit of a momentum shift here for the Reds. Just see a run come across and put a number up in that column up there on the board. So that one is fouled up and out of play.
The big lefty Wall, third on the team in walks, has half as many walks as he does strikeouts. So, a bit of the control issues, especially here with a windy day. You're just looking to take advantage of those metaphorically wild pitches and literal wild pitches.
As that one's grounded over to first, and that's going to bring in the first run for the Reds. And so a great job there by Mackert to put the ball in play. Less than 2 outs, runner on third. Got to put the ball in play and score a run. So now it is Desert Hills 10, Cedar Reds 1 here in the bottom half of the second, with
Leader up to bat, replacing Fackrell, who started in the 8-hole, was replaced at first by Mackert.
Right. So Leader here with the chance to bring home Ludlow and score another run for the Reds. That one's fouled to the screen. So 1-1 here for Leader.
And Wall talking with the umpire about something. Back to the mound.
So 1-1 here to Leader. Again, with an opportunity to bring in the second run for the Reds. That one's fouled straight back to the screen. So 1-2 now is the count. But some positive energy now for the Reds after scoring that first run.
Exactly. Like, if you can get a home run, you're almost a third of the way there, not a third of the way through the game, which, is positive place to be in.
Exactly. And love this approach here by Leader. 2 strikes on him. He's going to choke up, widen the stance a little bit, and do everything he can to protect and put the ball in play. As the 2-2 comes, that one misses inside.
Great old-fashioned approach from Leader, the choking up, the stance. That's a prototypical hitter. That's the way they teach you to hit in the classes. This is just the way you got to be.
And the 3-2 misses inside, and that's
go.
back to the screen. And here comes Ludlow, and he is out. Called out at the plate. So great job there by Swanson to hustle back to the wall, quickly throw it back to Wall. And they say Ludlow is thrown out at home, and that'll do it. And so Cedar picks up a little bit of momentum, 1 run off 1 hit, and they left 2 on base. So we'll see, or just 1 on base here. So we'll see you back for the top of the 3rd.
Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy. Wilson Orthodontics has been serving Cedar City for more than 31 years. Child and adult orthodontics are available at 66 West Harding Avenue, Suite A, and they're also open on Saturdays. Wilson Orthodontics has offices in Parowan and Beaver. Cody Wilson, creating smiles you won't want to cover with a mask. 435-586-8980. That's 586-8980. Wilson Orthodontics. Family discounts are available.
You're tuned into KSUU Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
As we welcome you back here to Cedar City, with the Desert Hills Thunder leading the Reds 10-1 in the top of the 3rd. And Cedar was able to get a run across in that last inning. Tough to end the 3rd out there at the plate, but we'll see if Rowley here can have another inning like he did last time out and get their bats back up.
Yeah, exactly. You hate to see the inning end like that when you have so much momentum brewing, but you live, you just have to say we'll get them next time.
Yeah, Rowley facing Harmon Skeen for the first time today. Skeen last time up, singled, came around to score.
I believe he walked, actually. Maybe I've gotten things wrong. There were so many batters the first inning, I may have gotten off on a couple of them. But
as 2-1 now, 3-1 as that one misses outside, and so hitters count for Harmon Skeen. Rowley looking to get back into it. Quality pitch right here. That one misses high, and so walk now to Skeen, puts him on, leadoff walk.
Now batting for the Thunder, number 3, Roa Wall.
As Wall comes up to bat for the 3rd time today. I believe he's walked and singled.
he
Having
did.
a pretty good day at the plate so far. He's only given up 1 run, 1 hit, 2 hits, and so here comes the first pitch, and that one is quickly popped up. Third baseman Tom is settling underneath it, and that wind took it way out of play.
It's hard to judge those things. You can never really tell based on the way the fielders are moving.
Here in the booth.
Yeah.
Hard to follow him. But, yeah, that one looked like Tom was going to settle under it and then about hit the parking lot. And so here we go, 0-1 now to Wall as Rowley checks Harmon Skeen over at first, comes set and delivers. That one misses up. Ball 1. As Rowley comes set again. Looks in and delivers, and that one misses outside off the plate. So 2-1 now here to Wall. He's having a pretty good year at the plate. Averages 328 in 81 plate appearances with 20 RBI.
Great two-way player.
As that pitch misses again low. So 3-1 now to Wall.
Second straight 3-1 count.
Rowley looking to get a ground ball here up the middle and let his middle infielders roll two. That one's fouled hard to the right, out of play. 3-2 now. Obviously, tough way to start this one for the Reds, but they're having a pretty good year so far. Third in region play, and Desert Hills is right behind them there at fourth.
Over the last
As this one just misses inside. So back-to-back walks for the Thunder here to open up the top of the third.
Keep getting confused when you say the Thunder, and I go to say, no, that's our team, and then I remember, no, we're not. This isn't SUU Thunderbirds. This is the Desert Hills Thunder.
The Desert Hills Thunder. As the pitching coach comes out to have a chat with Rowley after those back-to-back walks. Again, you can just see this wind is coming in hard right to left. Everything is moving to the left side. And that's why we've seen these outfielders on both sides kind of struggle today. We had Carroll lose one out there in the first inning, and then just barely Graff lost one in center for the Thunder.
Yeah, it hasn't been a very conducive day for the outfielders in getting those easy outs. There haven't been that many flyouts in general. Most of the outs have been in the infield, grounders up to the outfield, or you don't have to worry about wind as much. But you also see it on the effect that it's had on the pitches. Far more balls from strikes in most at-bats today. Control issues from both sides.
As Williams now steps in for the third time. That first pitch is behind him to the screen. And so Skeen and Wall will move up one base as they now sit on second and third.
So without a hit and no outs, Desert Hills has two runners in scoring position, just one inning removed from scoring 10.
So that pitch misses up there to Williams, and he has another chance to score some runs for Desert Hills. He's reached base twice today in his two at-bats. As that one's in there for a strike from Rowley. So 2-1 now to Williams. And the infield is playing in for the Reds, trying to cut the runner down at home, Skeen. So anything up in the air out to the outfield should bring in a run here for Williams. Anything on the ground could be trouble. As that one is swung on and missed. And so strikeout there from Ty Rowley, his first of the day.
The Reds' first of the day as well.
The Reds' first of the day as Williams goes down on strikes. And Dove now stepping up to the plate. He has singled and walked. Came around to score once back in the first. The first pitch is swung on and hit, and that one's into the left center gap. And so Dove wastes no time bringing in 2 runs for Desert Hills. And so 2 RBI double for Dove.
Yeah, just a great approach. In the first time he came up, first pitch, RBI single. Second time, worked a full count walk to load the bases. Third time, first pitch, 2 RBI double. Just splits Tom and Corey right over the left side of the infield. Just a great piece of pull hitting there. You don't need to get it too high up and risk the outfielders catching it. And, well, now they're up 11 runs.
Yeah, 12-1 here in the top of the third. Desert Hills leading Cedar. As Mason Skeen steps in for the third time today. He singled and then popped out back in the first. He was that final out there in the first inning. As the 0-1 comes in. That ball swung and hit into left and caught by Carroll. So great play out there by Carroll on the line drive from Skeen. So 2 outs now for the Reds here in the top of the third.
See, that was what I was talking about earlier. If that hit from Dove had been higher, it probably would have been carried by the wind that was already blowing out to left field and been caught by Carroll there. So if you had gotten a bit more carry on that first one, that might have been the last out of the inning if they were both hit that same position.
Now Fuller swings and misses the first one. So 0-1 here to the shortstop who singled and walked, came around to score once in the first inning.
Not seeing a lot of swing and miss today from either side. Only 1 strikeout for both teams, respectively.
That one is dropped in there for a ball. Looked like it was pretty close, but home plate umpire Tim Welsh says no. And so here comes the 1-1 from Rowley. That one swung on and fouled up and away. And honestly, credit to Desert Hills. That huge 10-run first inning really set the tone for how this game's gone so far. And they now lead 12-1.
Yeah, it's just, it's a downer. You have to play through it, but, a comeback of that size would be more improbable than the inning itself.
As that one just misses outside again. So 2-2 now to Fuller. Who's got Dove over there at second in scoring position. As Rowley checks Dove and then comes to the plate. And that ball is swung on and fouled away. Like you said, not a lot of swing and miss today from either side. Both teams have been doing a great job putting bats on the ball and putting it in play and making things happen.
Yeah, I mean, there have been a lot of just put-outs, a lot of foul balls, a lot of aggressive swinging. I mean, in the first inning, you get a lot of aggressiveness because they want to score more. The bottom of the first, you get more because, the Reds want to just get right back in it. They don't want to wait for a walk. They don't want to wait to get their pitch. They want to swing at the first thing that they see, and because of that, you see a lot of just bat-to-ball skills, which is very admirable, but if you're not putting it in the right place, you're not getting good BABIP luck, doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things.
Comes the 3-2 to Fuller, and that one's hit out to center. Ludlow is going back, and he makes the grab. So that'll do it here for the Thunder as they score 2 more in the top of the third. And so we will see you back for the bottom half.
Chrysalis is looking for people who want to make a difference by joining their team of direct support professionals. Team members provide supported living services and become mentors, coaches, and friends. They make lasting memories, participate in fun activities, and help individuals reach their goals and become more independent. Chrysalis offers competitive pay and flexible schedules. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Hermes Drive-In is happy to sponsor youth activities in our area. They are located just north of the City Park on Main Street. Hermes features burgers, shakes, fries, and soft drinks, and a variety of other items, including scones. Hermes Drive-In, 294 North Main Street, Cedar City. You're listening to KSUU Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
As we come back to the bottom half of the third here of this game between Desert Hills and Cedar, let's just give a little recap of what happened. So, a disastrous first run inning for the Reds, Payson.
Yes, the first batter of the inning for for Desert Hills was a hit by pitch. So that gets in for a ball. Then Gavin Macker able to work the next 2 at-bats into outs. 1 runner on, 2 outs, feeling good. And then the Thunder proceeded to score 10 runs. So that one's fouled away, 1-1 count.
Yeah, 10 runs with 2 outs is always a little disheartening. And as Rowley looks to restart some positive momentum here for the Reds, that one misses up and out. So 2-1 here to Rowley from Wall, who's had a pretty good day so far. Here comes the 2-1. That one is swung on and missed from Rowley. So 2-2 now.
Rowley, this is his first time up to bat. He got brought in as the 3rd pitcher of the game after Mackert was only able to pitch 0.2 innings. Duncan only able to pitch 0.1. Both allowed 5 runs, with 1 on Mackert being unearned and potentially all on Duncan being unearned.
That one misses up. And so Rowley able to draw the leadoff walk here for the Reds in the bottom of the 3rd. And that'll bring the catcher Johnson up to the plate for the 2nd time today.
Johnson led off the game with a single up the middle, which was followed by a looking strikeout from Carroll and a ground into double play from Duncan. Since then, teams had 2 walks, reached on an error, a sac bunt, but no hits.
Courtesy runner for the Reds, number 15, Danny Cheddar.
As the speed-up runner comes in over there for the Reds, Chairez, excuse me. The first pitch misses to Johnson. The second pitch does as well, both outside. So Wall kind of not finishing those pitches, just leaving them up and out on the follow-through as he sets and delivers the 2-0. That one swung on and hit into left in between 3rd and 2nd. And so a single there from Johnson. The Reds quickly have 2 runners on here with nobody out.
Great piece of hitting there from Johnson, who had a single on a 2-0 count in the 1st inning as well. Clearly just taking advantage of Roe Wall's state of mind, where he's saying, okay, I've had a full count this at-bat, down 2-0, I need to pound the strike zone, get something in there that's going to be clearly a strike, get myself back in this. And Johnson just got a hold of it, drove it, pulled it to the left side, and now 2 runners on with no outs. Got something cooking.
Yeah, and Williams, the 3rd baseman, creeping in over here, maybe expecting Carroll to try and bunt his way on.
Carroll with a strikeout looking on a full count earlier in the 1st.
As he steps into the box. 0-1 here to Carroll. That one is swung and popped up, giving chase is Williams and Fuller, and neither of them will get there. That one lands foul down the left field side. And so 0-2 here to Carroll, who's looking to move Rowley and Johnson 1 base up.
If you can get 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out, it'd be a great sign of things to come, rather than 2 runners on 1st and 2nd with 1 out.
Especially with the heart of the order coming up here, as Carroll's the 2nd batter in the lineup.
Exactly, with Duncan coming up, one of the best hitters on the team.
As he fouls that one up and out of play again.
Again, being aggressive here early, all 3 pitches swung on. No chance for a ball to even be called, but not looking and swinging and missing either. Clearly looking to get something out of this. Not looking to be patient is Carroll.
So here comes the 0-2. And that one is swung on and missed and dropped by Swanson, but with runners occupying first and second, not going to do any good. So a strikeout here for Wall as Carroll goes down swinging.
His second K of the game, but obviously a lot different than the first one, which was on a full count, and he didn't swing, thinking it was going to be called a ball, got a late strike call, struck out looking. So different approaches both times. This time maybe a little too aggressive. And here comes Duncan, who grounded into a double play last time up, but has been one of the best hitters on the team.
As he goes after the first pitch and quickly pops one up to the right fielder, Smith, who makes the catch, and tagging is Rowley, and he will advance to third. So great job over there at second by Rowley to recognize his opportunity to take one more.
Yeah, great piece of running there. We've already seen some aggressive base running here, including the play where Peyton Ludlow was thrown out at the plate to end the second inning, but we've seen a lot of good stuff from both teams on advancing from second to third, which is one of the key fundamentals you got to have, because even though second is technically scoring position, it's the difference between a run on a single and being held up at third.
Yeah, that extra 90 feet makes a huge difference, especially if there's another pass ball. As Wall throws that first pitch to Tom, who quickly takes a big hack. So 0-1 now to Tom.
Tom walked his first time up on a full count in the second inning.
So here comes the 0-1. That ball swung and hit in between second and first. And that's going to be a base hit as Johnson, coming around second, decides to hold up and goes back. So moving up one here as the single brings in a run for the Reds. So 2-out RBI from Tom. Great piece of hitting.
You close it into just 10 runs up. And a chance here with a runner in scoring position to shave the run down, as silly as it sounds, shave the run deficit down to single digits, which is always a good thing.
As that first pitch is swung on from Ludlow. And I like the aggressive approach here from Cedar, not wasting any time. They get a pitch they like, they're taking a hack at it. And it's working out for them. They got 2 runners on and already scored a run this inning.
And then you get a meeting with some of the infield members and Wall, where they're probably talking about that exact same thing, where if it's not a ball that they're not swinging at, and most of the balls that Wall have not been particularly close, if it's not one of those, it's a foul ball, which shows that they are, they're anticipating something, or that they are late and still getting a handle on it. So both things, even if it is a foul and it's not put into play, are not something that a pitcher necessarily wants to seize. He wants to get the ball past the hitter.
As the 0-1 to Ludlow is swung on and driven into right field, Smith settles underneath it and puts it out for the third out this inning. But Cedar able to do some damage. Score now 12-2. Desert Hills leading Cedar as they get 1 run off 2 hits, no errors, 1 walk, and 2 runners left on base. We'll see you back for the top of the 4th.
Hermes Drive-In is happy to sponsor youth activities in our area. They are located just north of the City Park on Main Street. Hermes features burgers, shakes, fries, and soft drinks, and a variety of other items, including scones. Hermes Drive-In, 294 North Main Street, Cedar City. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy.
Chrysalis is looking for people who want to make a difference by joining their team of direct support professionals. Team members provide supported living services and become mentors, coaches, and friends. They make lasting memories, participate in fun activities, and help individuals reach their goals and become more independent. Chrysalis offers competitive pay and flexible schedules. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Leading off the inning for the
Welcome
Thunder,
back,
number
sports
13.
fans. We are in the top of the fourth in this game against the Reds and the Thunder. The Thunder up 12-2 on the Reds, who got a run scored last inning off an RBI single from the third baseman Carver Tom. As now a liner up the middle, got by the shortstop, and thrown to first for the out. So a quick first pitch out for Ty Rowley and the Reds. A great way to get the inning started.
Yeah, great play over there by Corey, ranging to his right up the middle, able to field that and throw him out over there at first.
So 1 out, top of the fourth. 10 runs scored by the Thunder in the first inning, all with 2 outs. An incredible performance with, at one point, a stretch of 5 or 6 hits in a row, all singles. Just 1 extra base hit in that first inning, but 10 runs come across. And now Briggs Fillmore up to bat for his 4th time in 4 innings as a strike gets dropped in.
Looks like this is a pinch hitter now for Fillmore. He's been swapped out. It's number 11, still trying to find his name.
I believe you're right. That one's hit out to left center field, caught on the run by Ludlow for the second out. So a quick 2 outs for the Reds. A great start and one that keeps the momentum running, getting the batters right back out there, hopefully, as Isaac Swanson comes up to bat.
Looks like that was Shad Robinson who flew out to center just barely.
Shad Robinson. So his first pitch in there for a strike. Rowley's 0-1, hit on a line out to left field. This one could be trouble. Throws it in, and Swanson has a double.
A great piece of hitting there by Swanson. Dropped one down right on the line out there and left and made a double out of it.
So with 2 outs, runner in scoring position for Rowley. Harmon Skeen up to bat. He's got 2 walks this game. Has by far the most homers on the team with 12. Next closest has 5. No one else has more than 1. As my papers are flying away.
Windy day, if we haven't mentioned it already.
Yeah, if you didn't know, there's about 50-mile-an-hour winds today, and got a tornado warning practically. No, I'm just kidding. But that first pitch to Skeen in there for a strike. Rowley's 0-1 offering down and in for a ball. So Swanson at second, 2 outs, top of the fourth, 1-1 count to Harmon Skeen. That one fouled out of play, so 1-2, 1 strike away from ending this one. It would be tied for the second shortest inning for the Thunder. Second inning, they had just 1 walk and then 3 straight outs. The other innings, they've scored runs. Of course, the 10 in the first and then 2 last inning on a double from Keith and Dove. This one hit out to second, almost caught by the second baseman, picked up in center field, and a run will score, so it'll be 13-2 Thunder. As Wall, the pitcher, or Skeen, excuse me, puts his name on the board with his first RBI.
Yeah, just able to get that up and over the glove of Duncan over there at second.
So 2 straight hits for the Thunder as the pitcher Wall comes up. He's walked twice. Had a 2 RBI hit as that one's hit foul. Had a 2 RBI hit after a wild pitch, let a runner move up. Double for Wall, who's also been pitching very well early on in this game. That one's down low for a ball.
Yeah, he's had a day so far. He's reached base every time up, 2 walks and a single.
Tyroli's pitch is hit on a line out to center field. No one was there. Splits the gap. This one will be another extra base hit. As the runner rounds third, another run will come home. It's 14-2. And this is looking like a similar situation to the first inning where you have 2 outs and the grip just comes loose a little bit.
Yeah, the Desert Hills has done an incredible job of moving the line with 2 outs, just refusing to be the last out.
Exactly. As Asher Williams comes up, he had a RBI single his first time up, then another single in the same inning as that one's outside for a ball. Then struck out swinging in the third inning with 2 runners on before Keith and Dove had his RBI double, followed by 2 more outs to end the inning. This one's hit out to right center field. This one will also get down for a hit. It will be another extra base hit, another RBI double, and he's going for 3, and he is easily out at the base. So the inning is over. A double tried to stretch into a triple, but an RBI does score, so it is 15-2 Thunder as we head to the bottom of the 4th. We'll see you then.
Chrysalis is looking for people who want to make a difference by joining their team of direct support professionals. Team members provide supported living services and become mentors, coaches, and friends. They make lasting memories, participate in fun activities, and help individuals reach their goals and become more independent. Chrysalis offers competitive pay and flexible schedules. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Hermes Drive-In is happy to sponsor youth activities in our area. They are located just north of the City Park on Main Street. Hermes features burgers, shakes, fries, and soft drinks, and a variety of other items, including scones. Hermes Drive-In, 294 North Main Street, Cedar City. You're listening to KSUU Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 4th in this game between the Cedar Reds and the Desert Hills Thunder. We are in the bottom of the 4th as the Thunder just scored 3 more runs in the top of the 4th with a conga line of 4 straight 2-out hits, 3 straight RBI hits, including 2 doubles. The Reds were bailed out a little bit as Asher Williams attempted to stretch an RBI double into a triple, and now we come into the bottom of the 4th as the Reds trail 15-2. Their most runs given up in a while this season, one of the highest totals they've allowed the whole year. As Roa-Wall's first pitch is dropped in for a strike on the shortstop, Colin Corey.
We'll see if
this one hit and popped to first, so a quick out for the Reds as we move to former pitcher started the game, Gavin Macker.
Yeah, Cedar needs something positive to go for him here. It's been a pretty brutal day, to say the least. They really just have had no luck at all today. Nothing going their way, down 15-2, but they got to find a way to just put somebody on and get some momentum going.
Yeah, and a lot of these, as Mackert swings and misses through that one, a lot of these hits for the Thunder have been either splitting the fielders in the outfield or have been just grounders placed perfectly that had no chance of making it out on them. There were a few errors in the first couple of innings, but you're looking at a 13-run deficit with 4 innings to play. So that one's high and a ball. Even if you averaged grand slam, this inning, next inning, and the one after that, you
still need a run.
You'd be in it for sure. As that one's hit up towards the middle, almost caught by the pitcher and bobbled by the shortstop, as Mackert will reach. So an infield single for Mackert. His second time up, he grounded to to the first baseman his first time up, but scored a run. That was Cedar's first run of the game, and now he is aboard as Grady Leader comes up to bat for the second time. He walked his first time up, had a great approach, like we were talking about, as Mackert is replaced by the speed-up runner.
For the Reds, number 8, Braxton DeMille.
Braxton DeMille coming in.
So Leader.
He does have 1 stolen base on the year, DeMille. We'll see if they send him here.
DeMille, mostly used as a runner, only has 1 plate appearance on the year, but he has scored 4 runs in 12 games. Leader, 267 average on the year. 15 runs scored in 15 at-bats. Impressive stat there. Leader takes the first one for a strike. Bottom of the 4th. 0-1 count, 1 out. Man on first. As Wall throws to first. Ball gets a little bit away, but not enough for DeMille to run to second.
Yeah, it looks like DeMille might have stopped that one with his body, which is never fun, especially when you could get an extra base if it misses you.
That one framed a little bit, called a ball. So 1-1 on Leader. Came in as the second baseman, replacing Carson Fackrell in the batting order, who never got a chance to bat. He swings, or checks his swing. The ball is still called a strike.
Yeah, Leader's a utility guy. He's been used at second and right field here in this game so far.
Swings and hits that one up the middle. That one gobbled up by the shortstop. Throws to second for 1. Can't get the run at first. So a failed double play. Runner still on first, but now with 2 outs. As the pitcher, Ty Rowley, comes up.
Number 5, Ty Rowley.
Yeah, could have used the lucky break there to hit that second base bag and maybe bounce that ball into left field, but it's just not that kind of day for the Reds today.
Almost bobbled again by Fuller over at short, but puts that one away for the out as Rowley looks at a strike. So 0-1 count, 2 outs. Man still on first, but bottom of the 4th. 15-2 Thunder. Swung on and missed. 0-2 count early. Wall almost through 4 innings. The first 2 pitchers for the Reds, Mackert and Duncan, combined for just 1, as Rowley has pitched the rest of the way. That one high as ball comes in, 1-2 count.
Yeah, Wall's done a great job executing today, only giving up those 2 runs, and has really just executed well against these batters from Cedar.
And 1 run off a single with 2 runners on, 1 on a ground out, as this one's hit out to center field and put away, squeezed on it for the out. So Reds can't add on in this one, can't move a runner past first, as we will move to the top of the 5th, as it's 15-2 Thunder.
Chrysalis is looking for people who want to make a difference by joining their team of direct support professionals. Team members provide supported living services and become mentors, coaches, and friends. They make lasting memories, participate in fun activities, and help individuals reach their goals and become more independent. Chrysalis offers competitive pay and flexible schedules. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Hermes Drive-In is happy to sponsor youth activities in our area. They are located just north of the City Park on Main Street. Hermes features burgers, shakes, fries, and soft drinks, and a variety of other items, including scones. Hermes Drive-In, 294 North Main Street, Cedar City. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy. Wilson Orthodontics has been serving Cedar City for more than 31 years. Child and adult orthodontics are available at 66 West Harding Avenue, Suite A, and they're also open on Saturdays. Wilson Orthodontics has offices in Parowan and Beaver. Cody Wilson, creating smiles you won't want to cover with a mask. 435-586-8980. That's 586-8980. Wilson Orthodontics. Family discounts are available.
You're tuned into KSU Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
All right, we welcome you back here to Cedar City in the top half of the 5th inning between this matchup of the Reds and Desert Hills Thunder. As the Thunder lead 15-2 here, and Cedar is now on to their 4th pitcher of the day. They bring in Brent Markin.
Markin, it seems, is pitching with a cast on his catching hand. He's holding the glove with his fingers and then catching with his throwing hand as the ball is thrown back to him. It reminds me of, can't remember his name, but there was the MLB pitcher who had just one arm, and he held the glove with his other hand, his finger that was on the end of his arm, and had to catch with just one hand.
Yeah, Jim Abbott.
Jim
He's
Abbott,
an
that was the
all-timer.
name. There you go. And played 11 seasons in the major leagues without being born, despite being born with a right hand. Threw a no-hitter for the Yankees in 1993.
All right, as Markin looks in and delivers the first pitch in there for a strike, as Desert Hills sends up pinch hitter Austin Romero to the plate.
So replacing Dove, who had a single, a walk, and an two RBI double. He's now getting pinch hit for.
As Markin looks in and delivers the 1-1. That's in there for strike 2 to Romero. That curveball misses up over the head of Romero. So now we go 2-2. Markin, a great pitcher for the Reds. Looks like he had an accident and broke his arm and is now coming back recently to the mound. As that one misses low and way outside. So we go full.
Inspiring piece of athleticism there. I mean, even without the use of his arm, I mean, you have to imagine that it's super sweaty under there if you're trying to work out with a cast.
That one is swung on and missed. So strikeout here to open things up for Markin as Romero goes down swinging.
Impressive stuff already.
Now batting for the Thunder, number 18, Boston Schaefer.
As Boston Schaefer into pinch hit for Mason Skeen now.
With as many runs as the Thunder have had, you get a chance to let some of your bench guys come up and get a chance to prove themselves.
Yeah, get an opportunity to hit. Leading by 13, this could do it unless Cedar is able to score in the bottom half of this 5th.
You never know. You never know.
They need 4 runs to rule out the mercy effect. As that one is a great pitch there by Markin. Started right at Schaefer there and just broke right over the plate. So 2-1 now to Boston Schaefer.
Yeah, backed him up a little bit and then curved right back over the plate.
As that one misses outside. So we'll go 2-1. We're coming down the stretch here for region play. Then we'll be on to the playoffs as that pitch misses high. So Schaefer's able to draw the walk.
I think one of us missed a ball in there somewhere.
Now batting for the Thunder,
So I had 2 balls
6,
as well, but
Cohen Ford.
As Fuller comes up for the 4th time today, singled, walked, flew out, and takes a swing at the first pitch, fouls it back to the screen. So 0-1 now. Yeah, you wonder if Markin must be hurting pretty bad for him to have come in this late in the game.
Exactly, because I mean, when you're down that much, do you have to let? I mean, Rowley had allowed 2 runs, or rather 5 runs, but over 3 innings, whereas Mackert and Duncan combined for 10 runs over just 1.
Yeah, great effort by Rowley today for sure. As that pitch misses up. So 2-1 now to Fuller. As a pickoff attempt, and just missed Schaefer over there at first. Quick move there from Markin. Thought he might have had a chance, but Schaefer able to get back in there safely. As that pitch is driven out to center. Going back is Ludlow. He leaps and he makes the catch. Great play by Ludlow. Almost a chance to double off Schaefer over at first, but the Cedar will settle for the second out.
Second time that Fuller is flown out to Ludlow this game. Last time in the 3rd inning, he did the same thing, and after a few, forgettable hits out to the outfield, some errors, some that just split the defense and rolled all the way to the wall for an extra base hit. That was a very impressive leaping grab, not even on the run, with the momentum that would have given you, and Ludlow puts away second out of this inning.
Yeah, great effort there by Ludlow, as Maddox McIntosh now in for Smith. 2-pitch hit, takes a strike. Markin checks Schaefer over there at first, comes set without the glove and delivers, and that pitch is swung on and missed.
That was probably the most impressive swing and miss pitch we've seen from either pitcher all day. He was lost there. That was a bit of a sword for a ball in the dirt.
Swiping at that one for sure. So down 0-2 here is McIntosh, as Mackert comes set and delivers, and that one is right down the middle, just freezes him. So a strikeout there for Markin, and really a great inning. 1 hit, no runs, and 1 runner left on base. We'll see you back for the bottom half of the 5th.
Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy. Wilson Orthodontics has been serving Cedar City for more than 31 years. Child and adult orthodontics are available at 66 West Harding Avenue, Suite A, and they're also open on Saturdays. Wilson Orthodontics has offices in Parowan and Beaver. Cody Wilson, creating smiles you won't want to cover with a mask. 435-586-8980. That's 586-8980. Wilson Orthodontics. Family discounts are available.
You're tuned into KSUU Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
As we welcome you back here to Cedar City in this matchup between Desert Hills and the Reds. Desert Hills still leads 15-2 in the bottom half of the 5th, which is important because of the run rule. If you're leading after or by 10 runs after the 5th inning, the game is over. And we'll see if Cedar can rally here, and they need at least 4 runs to keep this game going. As Johnson steps up to the plate for the Reds.
I was just going to say, Roa Wall looking for a dubious complete game here of 5 innings.
Yeah, he's been good today for sure. He just needs 3 outs, and he'll go the distance. as Johnson pops the first one up and out of play. So 0-1 now coming to Johnson. As that one is dropped in there for a strike 2. So Johnson is down 0-2 early here, the bottom half of the 5th. As that one misses low and in. 1-2. Swung on and hit into the left center gap, and that's going to be extra bases for Johnson as he rounds first and heads to second. Takes a look at third, but will retreat back to second. And so a leadoff double to start this 5th inning for Johnson, and a promising for the Reds.
Impressive stuff there from Johnson. He has 3 hits today, a single out to center field, single out to left field, and now a double out to left field. Very impressive stuff for the 300 hitting catcher. Just 2 doubles on the year before this, but 18 hits, 13 of them resulting in ribbies.
Definitely a bright spot in the day for Cedar.
Absolutely.
There hasn't been too many. As that first pitch is fouled up and away from Carroll into the parking lot.
That truck over there gets a free baseball if it doesn't roll away.
As Wall now looks in, will deliver the 0-1. Oh, and that one hit, just misses Carroll. Looks like it got him, but he just missed. And so 1-1 now the count to Carroll.
From the angle that looked like a hit by pitch, I think it just jackknifed him a little and umpire blocked our view.
And a pickoff attempt, but no throw from Wall. Just making sure Johnson isn't going anywhere over there at second.
Yeah, the shortstop and second baseman not even covering, just keeping Johnson on his toes. Don't want him to get too comfortable. You get a leadoff double. He's saying, you're not that guy.
That pitch misses outside. And Johnson's kind of dancing over there at second a bit. Acted like he was taking off, but not really going anywhere. With a 13-run deficit, you kind of got to go 1 base at a time.
You got to do everything you can to get 2 more innings of baseball out of this game.
As that pitch misses up. So 3-1 now to Carroll with a big opportunity to get another runner on base for the Reds and keep up this positive momentum to start the inning here. Here comes the 3-1. That pitch misses inside. So a walk to Carroll puts runners on first and second for the Reds.
The second baseman, number 2.
And we'll bring up Carson Duncan for the 3rd time today.
When Duncan grounded into a double play his first time up, flew out to right field his second time. But on the year, he was by far leading the team in average, 80 points ahead of the second average leader, Ludlow.
As he swings and hits that one, a flare over the shortstop, and here, so single there, and here comes overthrow to home, and here comes Johnson, and he is safe. And so a run scored by the Reds on the overthrow by the left fielder Romero.
Impressive stuff there. I mean, that was already a great hit. He moves to second because of the E7, and he's able to drive in a run. Would have had the bases loaded, but now 15-3. And, I mean, you get a home run here, you don't have to worry about being mercied anymore.
Yeah, that's all they need, right? Just put one over the wall here for Tom, as it's his 3rd time at the plate. And he's got runners at second and third. So big opportunity here for Tom to put some more runs on the board for Cedar.
Tom, a walk, an RBI single.
So that one misses in. So Wall struggling a bit. And here comes his head coach out to chat with him. We'll see if that'll end his day or they'll let him try and finish this inning.
Seems like at least they're having a conversation about it. I mean, even if you think this might not end the game, I mean, it's not impossible that he could finish this out. But again, no outs for the Reds. Already scored a run here. Got 2 runners in scoring position. Double walk, single stretched into an RBI double off an E7, and now Carver Tom up. Tom with the second lowest RBI on the team, or second lowest average of players on the team who have gotten more than 1 plate appearance at a 237, but still has 12 RBI, 5 doubles, second on the team. So when he gets a hit, he rips it, and a double would be enough to put the run deficit down to single digits for the first time since the first inning.
Actually, I think they may
Or
still
almost.
be down. Almost.
Right, almost. I was thinking the
still be
bases
down
were
by
loaded.
10, but they're getting closer, and still nobody out here. Has ball 3 to Carver, or to Carver Tom. And that pitch is called a strike on the outside corner. So 3-1 now to Tom. As Roa Wall delivers. That pitch is swung and a hit up the middle, and that's going to score 1. Here comes Duncan, and he's held up at third. And he's back picked, but came back in time. And so an RBI single there. Yeah, a lot going
goodness.
on. RBI single there for Tom as Carroll comes in to score and Duncan moves over to third.
Yeah, that one almost looking like it could have scored 2. Took a big turn, had to put on the brakes. Now the catcher giving Wall some signs. Still no outs. And runners on the corners for Ludlow.
Ludlow swings at the first pitch. That one's grounded foul. And so Tom over at first, Duncan over at third, and Ludlow at the plate with a chance to bring this game to a 10-run deficit and try and extend to an extra inning here. Again, Cedar just now needs 2 runs to continue this ball game, as Wall still trying to find his first out of this inning. That pitch is up and out. Wall might start to be losing it here. He's thrown a pretty good game so far, but he's been out there a long time, and it looks like we do have some action down there in the Thunder bullpen. So we'll see if he can finish it out or if they'll look to replace him, as that pitch misses inside.
Have to imagine that if one more run comes in, that will be automatically the end of Wall's night, even if it results in a double play. You know, you want to get out of this as fast as you can.
Yeah, especially he's thrown a lot of pitches so far, Wall has, and you always want to be careful about your pitching arms. Don't want to have anybody get injured for leaving them out there too long. But
Don't want to overwork.
as the 3-1 now to Ludlow, and that one hits him right in the back there as Ludlow wears it. So that'll load the bases.
And the coach not coming out, so the leash for Wall at least a little bit longer. You know, there is a force at any base.
Looks like he's coming out right now.
And, you know, a late pitching change. I spoke a little too soon. And
that's going to do it for Wall. He ends up going 4 innings.
4+.
He gave up 4 runs off 5 hits, a couple strikeouts, 4 walks, and really pitched a solid game to put Desert Hills in line to get this win. Should be enough for him anyway.
I mean, a great performance, even with the loading the bases, the runs. I mean, barring a miraculous comeback by the Reds, even with this situation here, you know, Wall is going to be a hero in the Desert Hills clubhouse today. as Dylan Smith comes out to pitch for the Thunder. Smith with a few appearances on the year, or one appearance on the year rather, coming in as a part-time pitcher. Pitched just 3.1 innings his first time up. Allowed 2 runs, 5 hits, a strikeout, a walk. Faced 18 batters. Allowed an on-base percentage of 44%, but small sample size there.
And Smith coming from the right side. And so, again, where is Cedar in the standings here, Payson?
In the standings, Cedar is 10-11, 5-3 in the region. That's 3rd place.
And Desert Hills?
Desert Hills 17-6, 5-5 in the region for 4th place.
All right. Is that first pitch from Smith in there for strike 1. And so bases loaded here in the bottom half of the 5th. Cedar has scored 2 runs this inning. As that pitch is swung on and missed from Corey. So quickly down 0-2.
Again, 3 grand slams. I'm just saying. Put you up.
As that pitch is grounded back to the pitcher, who quickly goes home and on to first. And so a double play there for the Thunder, and no runs will come in to score. Tough break for the Reds.
Impressive stuff from Smith. Puts the squeeze on it right away. The fundamentals knew to throw right to first. Not even letting 1 run come by. No, he was facing the other direction. Could have thrown to second, but knew where the play was at.
And so Desert Hills 2 outs now. Mackert has a chance to extend this game with runners on 2nd and 3rd. And he goes after the first pitch, pops it up on the right side, and that's up and out of play. And so for Desert Hills, they're 1 pitch away from ending this game, and for Cedar, they're 1 pitch away from extending it.
Yeah, Mackert with a ground out RBI in the 2nd inning. A bases empty single in the 4th. Up in the 5th here.
The 0-1 is smashed down the left field line, but foul.
That was, I mean, if that was a little bit earlier, that could have been a home run.
A little bit of a hanging curveball there from Smith that Mackert was all over, but just a little too early on it. As Mackert down 0-2 now. Smith looks in and delivers, and that pitch misses outside. So 1-2 here to Mackert. So we're in the bottom of the 5th, 2 outs for the Thunder. Again, they're 1 out away from ending this game on a run rule. As the 1-2 is smashed to the first baseman, a line out, and that should do it. And so 15-4 will be the final here in Cedar City as Desert Hills comes in and pretty much just ended them in the first, the Reds.
Yeah, I mean, that was, it started out great. You know, Mackert came in for one of his first appearances, one of his few appearances of the year, and a lot of hit by pitch to Briggs Fillmore, but then got 2 outs, then a walk, single, error, walk, single, walk, and by that time, the game was essentially, like you said, already over 10-0 in the first. The Reds fought back a little, run in the 2nd, run in the 3rd, 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th, had a chance to extend this game, but unfortunately, this is just the 4th in a list of losses that the Reds have had. 5-3 to Pineview, 13-3, 8-3 losses in back-to-back games against Crimson Cliffs, and now a 15-4 run rule loss to Desert Hills, who they will face again